On that crisp autumn evening, the chill in the air seemed sharper, almost as if it were a sign of what was to come. Leaves crunched beneath my feet as I made my way home earlier than planned, still buzzing with the laughter and company I'd left behind. But now, surrounded by silence, I couldn't shake a strange feeling of loneliness. As I neared the house, an unusual stillness wrapped around it, and my gut tightened with a sense that something was wrong. My father-in-law was on one of his frequent business trips, and my mother-in-law was supposed to be at her weekly friends' gathering. The driveway, however, told a different story. Her car sat there, almost as if it were waiting to give away a secret. I hesitated before stepping inside, feeling a faint unease. Normally, I'd head straight to my room, but tonight, something compelled me to listen, to pay attention. It started as a faint sound, almost too soft to catch. But as I moved down the hallway, the unmistakable sound of quiet laughter drifted toward me, a kind of laughter filled with warmth and ease, a kind I'd only ever heard between couples. My mother-in-law's voice, unmistakably, mingled with a deeper, unfamiliar tone. The weight of each step felt heavier, like I was walking into a scene I wasn't meant to witness. My breath caught. And then I saw them. There, in the dimly lit living room, was my mother-in-law, sitting far too close to a man who wasn't my father-in-law. The easy familiarity between them made my stomach clench. Her hand rested gently on his, her laughter softer than I'd ever heard it. She looked happy, but in a way that felt foreign. I froze, my heart pounding. I was rooted to the spot, both desperate to look away and yet compelled to watch, like a silent witness to a tragedy. Emotions warred within me, shock, confusion, and an anger that simmered just below the surface. I felt the urge to step in, to say something, but I couldn't move. It was as if my body knew that, once I acted, nothing would ever be the same. The intimate way she leaned toward him, her eyes reflecting a warmth reserved for someone special, it tore at me. The mother-in-law I had known, the woman who had always seemed like a stable, caring figure, was now someone else entirely, caught in a moment of closeness with a stranger. I took a step back, my mind reeling. How long had this been going on? What would it mean for my father-in-law and for the family? And yet, there was an even more personal question gnawing at me: what was I supposed to do with this knowledge? The weight of that question lingered, as if daring me to act. With each passing second, a part of me grew angrier, more confused. How could Jennifer, someone I had trusted so deeply, someone I had admired, risk everything in such a reckless way? But perhaps it was that trust, that connection we had, that made me feel I could confront her and demand the truth. I found myself moving, almost on autopilot, toward the kitchen, where the clinking of a glass and the soft hum of water told me she was cleaning up, blissfully unaware of my presence. The dim light cast her silhouette onto the wall, and I caught a glimpse of her expression.